You want to watch a football game in person? You're going to wear a mask. Oh, for all I know, you watch at your home, you're going to have to wear a mask pretty soon. It is Eat, Drink, Smoke. Great to be with you. Tony Katz, Fingers Malloy on Facebook. Eat, Drink, Smoke. Be sure to like the page. NFL already saying, you want to play? You want to come to a game? That's fine. You are going to wear a mask. We've got the basketball season that's about to start, but they're all in the bubble down there in Florida. So these things are going on. That's how they're going to do it. They're going to take the TV contract and run. An interesting thing, the president, Donald Trump, announcing this week, no Jacksonville. Of course, they were going to split half of the convention, the Republican National Convention, away from Charlotte and have it in Jacksonville because they still want to have the big event. And now he's like, now's not the right time to do that kind of thing. Now, listen, I don't want to get hyper political here, but they had just last week, Fingers Malloy, a change in their campaign manager. A guy by the name of Brad Parscale out and a guy by the name of Bill Stepien in. And it seems pretty obvious, even to the most casual observer, that this is the new guy making changes to try and make Trump seem much more agreeable to the idea, wearing masks and, we're not going to take that kind of risk. This is the kinder, gentler Trump in this regard.
Yeah,
right?
And then you're seeing the daily briefing is back.
It is back. That's right. They're doing the daily briefing on coronavirus and letting everybody know and giving him a chance to talk and engage that kind of leadership take that, I guess politically he should be taking, but we'll get into that. No, the big sports story is that Roy Jones Jr. is going to fight Mike Tyson because it turns out it's actually 1988.
Right? This is crazy. So former undisputed heavyweight champion Mike Tyson is making a comeback. Tyson, how old do you think Tyson is now at this point?
146.
Tyson, who at one point fought Joe Louis, is 54 years old. He will fight Roy Jones Jr. in an 8-round exhibition on September 12th at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California.
Yeah.
Are they going to even be able to do anything in September in California?
I don't know. I think that's for them to figure out. But let's put that to the side. I mean, there's not going to be a crowd. It's going to be a pay-per-view kind of thing. Tyson is 52?
54.
54. How old is Roy Jones Jr.?
The article does not say.
Because I always liked Roy Jones Jr. as a fighter. Are you going to watch this thing?
Jones is 51.
Really? I would have thought he's a touch older. Are you going to watch?
No.
There's not a chance.
Well, here's the deal. I mean, when it comes to boxing, don't you feel like MMA has kind of surpassed boxing
in my world?
Way?
Yes, unquestionable.
So the names aren't what they used to be in boxing. Growing up in the '80s, the middleweights were big. You had Marvelous Marvin Hagler and Sugar Ray Leonard, right? And Tommy Hearns and. And of course,
Evander Holyfield. You can go through the list. Oh my
goodness,
Lennox Lewis.
And I'm not saying there aren't names now, but it just doesn't feel the same as it did, back 20, 30 years ago. And now you've got MMA that's just
I'm old.
over.
I am old enough, and I don't want to age myself to remember Ray Boom Boom Mancini against Duck Koo Kim, a fight that killed Duck Koo Kim. It was awful, just absolute madness.
So are you going to watch it?
No, because I have real issues with watching Tyson. I really and truly do. Hard for me to, I like second chances in America. I like people who come back. I like that whole Phoenix concept, that whole rising concept. That guy got convicted for rape.
Yeah.
I have issues with trying to, with being supportive of that. I'm stunned that in the entirety of the Me Too world, he got the comeback.
Right.
That's a weird thing. Someone should do a study on how that even happened. Boxing has made a unique kind of comeback. You are seeing a little bit more of it. And I think boxing is an incredible sport, the sweet science, right? He's no longer alive. I don't think he's alive anymore. But I could listen to guys like Freddie Pacheco, the fight doctor, all day back in the day. I would rather watch an MMA fight of almost any kind.
Yeah.
And I can't bring myself to be a part of that. But I think the kitsch, I think the only reason it's happening is because of the world that we're in right now, in this shutdown world, in the kitsch of everything. Speaking of the shutdown world, came across a recipe I needed to try, so I made it. I actually did the cooking, Fingers Malloy.
Oh.
This is the whiskey bacon onion chutney.
What's a chutney?
Well, I am so glad that you asked. A spicy or savory condiment originating in India. And I didn't read that off of the website masterclass.com at all. So the best way I would describe it is all of these things for me fit in the world of jams, right? Mm-hmm. It's just everything when you don't know how to categorize it, right? So a jam is fruit and sugar that's boiled into a thick consistency. Well, this wasn't fruit, but this is half a cup of whiskey.
Nice.
And this is a half a cup of brown sugar. And, you know, so that boiling together is going to get thick in and of itself. There's onions, there's garlic, there's a pound of bacon in there. There is a teaspoon of thyme as well, which gives this wonderful fragrance to it. So to me, it all fits in that category. So we toasted up some pita bread. I wish I had like real crostini or something like that. And here it is. And it got chilly, and it kind of rendered up right there. You would want to serve this warm, but I think we're going to have to do it this way. Oh, you could just see where the bacon fat is and everything else. It's so good. Wait, what did you have for lunch today? Yeah, the McFlurry. This is fine for you. You know what? I got to heat this up. I didn't even think about that. It should be served warm, but I'm doing it. You ready?
Let's go.
Here it is. So you take a chutney like this and you put it on a burger. You take a chutney like this and you use it as a side to a steak. Maybe a non-perfect cut in your world. And you utilize that to kind of give it the flavor. It has a wonderful brightness. It's got a sweetness that comes in later, even though it's a half a cup of brown sugar. Now, I tried this a couple different ways. You got to do it with full-fat bacon. Can't do it with turkey bacon or anything like that. You need that fat to be able to bring things together. You can't use a sugar substitute. You got to hit it exactly the way it is. You seem surprised that you like the flavors here.
No, I'm not surprised. It's just different than what I was expecting, and I do like it on the pita bread. I would be very interested to put that on a burger.
Right.
I think that would be fantastic. With nothing else, you know, maybe some cheese on the bottom, and then that on top, and then with the bun, and then nothing else. I think that would really play well together.
I would think with this, you got to go a little bit more with a bigger cheese, maybe a cheddar, not necessarily an American. I find I'm using Havarti for everything under the sun. My love of Havarti grows and grows. So this right here is from thesouthern.com. That's where I got the recipe. The whiskey bacon onion chutney. It was easy. It was 15 minutes in the prep. It was 10 minutes and 15 minutes in the cooking, and it was 15 minutes in the cool down. You can do this. You can absolutely do this where you are. This is the whiskey bacon onion chutney. Look for it on our Facebook page, Eat, Drink, Smoke. Be right back.
Thanks for checking out this clip from the Eat, Drink, Smoke radio show. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel so you can be kept up to date when we upload our latest videos. Also, please like and subscribe to the Eat, Drink, Smoke podcast on your favorite podcast platform like Apple Podcasts, and leave us a 5-star review. Eat, Drink, Smoke.